We received a letter from Carl Garwood dated September the 22nd, 2016. Dear fellow board members, it is with great sadness that due to health concerns, I submit to you my resignation from the Fairfield Township Board of Trustees. It has been a tremendous privilege these last 16 3/4 years to be part of this group, working to serve our local residents and to preserve the integrity of our beautiful township. In this place where for 64 years my wife and I have lived, farmed, and raised our family, those certainly have been fair fields for us. Please accept my resignation effective October 1st, 2016, and know that I will wish you all the best in your continued service to Fairfield Township. Sincerely, Carl R. Garwood.
Need a motion to accept with regret?
Yeah, with regret, I would like to make a motion to accept the resignation of an elected official, Fairfield Township Trustee Carl Garwood.
Okay, let's get a note here, guys. Resolution 91. This will be resolution number 92. Okay, Barry made a motion to accept the resignation of Carl Garwood as trustee of Fairfield Township.
Yeah, it's effective October the 1st because today's the 6th.
Effective 10/1/2016.
And Pat, by doing that, then there's no finding of recovery issues, correct?
Right, correct. Correct, because he was paid through the end of the month.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
So I'll second that.
okay. Mr. Howland?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes.
Now, we need to get him a certificate or something like we have.
Well,
I'm trying to think what we did for Fred and...
yeah, I'll actually reach out to, I know somebody that works for Tim Ginner. I'll get a resolution out of the House.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then maybe even reach out to Congressman Johnson's office.
Yeah.
I can probably get two. I think that would be nice from the...
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to get?
It's like a resolution
Proclamation.
Oh.
From the state and whatever
Yeah.
regarding him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd get a hoot out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put that order in tonight and tomorrow.
Good. Now that we have a vacancy, the last time it occurred was when Keith Chamberlain resigned and became city manager for Columbiana. And at that time, I think the trustees opened it up, everyone sent in a letter of interest, whoever was interested in the position.
Right.
And then there was an interviewing process, because you were there and I was there, I remember that, and there must have been 100 other people there that night, Barry. Maybe it was because the building was so small that we were in. But there was a huge amount of people. So I think what we need to do is, our next meeting, we've got 30 days, our next meeting's the 20th. We need to have a deadline as far as when the letters of interest are to be submitted to you, Pat. And then we need to set up a special meeting to hear those people that are interested. And I don't know if we can get it done by the 20th, but we may have to set a special meeting to vote at that point in time.
Special meeting, Bob, what, for interviews? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah. So how much time do you want to give for letters of interest, Barry?
Well,
I think we ought to give them at least 10 days.
you know, we have, like you said, we have 30 days to make that.
30 days to fulfill it?
Yes. And since we acted it would start the 6th, correct? Since we have.
That, yeah, because tonight we did the resignation.
What date is it end on? 30 days from tonight is what date?
Well, the 30 days would start tomorrow.
Okay. So,
And if we meet the 20th, that would be, I don't know,
2 weeks.
how soon can we get it in the paper?
Well, since the press isn't here, we can put it on the internet. Do you want me to call Larry? I'll just call Larry.
I don't know whether it would be a community calendar or whether we would actually have to put a legal ad or if it could just be a
I
story.
don't know what the
Well, I don't
rule
think we
is.
need to pay for it. I think it would be news. We got Western Reserve here, so I know
It
they're,
isn't something we have to do.
they're
a
on
legal ad
top of it, right?
See, I email legal ads, so I'll get 'em.
Email who?
If you're doing a legal, we can try to email it. I mean, even tonight, I don't know what time they go to press.
I just thought if we just called,
I saw that in the paper about, they're quit about 3 in the afternoon.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
if we called Larry, because then it would show up in the morning journal, and if we
It
put
does
it
for
on the
legal ads,
website.
You're not gonna do a legal ad, you're just
No,
gonna
I'm just
announce
gonna
it.
tell him what the news was. And if he could put something in the paper.
Just give me, make sure I get the details. I can put it on the website tonight, but
Is that, you know, if we meet the 20th and the 19th would be, that's 13 days,
Okay, so we want the letters by the 19th?
I would say.
Okay.
Letters by October 19.
Yeah, and they must be given to you by then, Pat, and then that way we can make copies, and we're gonna need a couple days to go through
Yeah,
them.
and I would put it close of business on that day. I think we should put a time frame because somebody will say, well, I had mine postmarked and it took 4 days to get to Pat's.
Now, they
It
have
does
to
do
be,
that too.
I know.
well, yeah, they have to be in
Received
Pat's
in-house. They
possession.
have to be in-house by that date.
That's fine,
The 19th at 5 o'clock,
yes.
you gonna be home then? Just in case everybody's in your driveway?
I'm not back in the hospital yet.
what is the address? It's good, are they gonna be mailed to Pat?
That's fine, I don't care.
I just want them in her possession.
Just tell me where, address, probably attention.
Fiscal officer.
So, okay.
What's your address?
3201 SR 164, Leetonia. 44431. Okay, you want them in my possession by meeting time on that date?
No, by the
Right.
19th at 5
Oh, the
p.m.
19th. Okay.
Right?
So,
Yes,
The day before. That way we can make
A
copies.
time frame at midnight or
5 p.m.
PM? Okay.
because actually if I just counted right, November 5th would be the 30 days.
Yeah. Well, if we meet on the 20th, depending upon how many we have, then we could pick a day to interview.
So
And I don't mind doing it, you know, on Saturday. We could start in the morning and go until we're done. But we'd also have to set, well, maybe not. Because our next meeting after that would be November the 3rd.
The 30 days would be up November 7th,
Yeah,
so we could meet the 3rd and still be
Yeah.
in those parameters.
still be okay. But we're gonna have to have a special meeting on, as far as interviewing.
Right,
But we can make that determination on the 20th.
yeah, and the Saturday would be fine also.
Yeah, and just,
For interviews only, special meeting for interviews.
yeah, and give everybody 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depends on how many we get. If we get 100, like last night, Barry, they got 3 minutes to talk.
Right. Well, I think we should even have the right to whittle them down before we even go in.
Well, let's see how many we get. And then
If we
we'll,
get 100, I don't think 100 is,
Some are gonna be more
you
fun.
don't really think we're gonna get 100. do you?
This is a glamorous life you guys have here. I think
Yes.
people are gonna flock. When you have a minute, I'm gonna put it on the website, I have some questions. What's the criteria? Like township resident, unincorporated?
Well, yeah, they have to be a resident of the Fairfield Township.
18 or over, or is
You
it?
have to be 18 or over.
All right. What do you call this? The unexpired term, and what is the actual term of what? You know what I mean?
Well, from my understanding from talking to Adam, whoever we appoint or the judge appoints, it would just be for till the next general election, which would be like a year from now. And then they would have to run for the unexpired balance. Now, that's my understanding how it
Okay.
works.
Would you call it temporary appointment of township trustee? or-
No, because it would be an appointment.
It's an
Yeah,
appointment.
it would be a regular appointment, but it would only be for, until the next regular election, which means next June or July, they would have to take out a petition
So
and get
really,
their
it
name
would
on the
just be an
ballot.
appointment for a Fairfield Township trustee because we would be the appointing board, or the judge would be.
Just to get you through till
And so
Yeah.
really, it's not the unexpired, they would have to file for the unexpired term.
that's.
So really, it would be a trustee position.
So let me understand, what's the date that it will go then to, or the time frame that your appointed person will have to be approved by ballot?
It'd be
Well,
next month.
we'll leave it between them and the Board of Elections. Yeah, we're not,
That's-
Okay.
it's just, they're not appointed for the unexpired entire balance of the term.
Okay,
They only get
just
like,
till the next election?
yeah,
Yes.
and they would be, the people that file for that slot would just be running for that, the balance of the term. But they're gonna have to talk to the Board of Elections. So I guess we need a motion as far as we're accepting letters of interest for the position of township trustee. And that they're to be delivered into the fiscal officer's possession, physical possession, by October 19th at 5 p.m.
Because actually, how you word that, Ken, would be solicit letters of interest for the position of an elected official, Fairfield Township trustee.
Perfect.
You kind of word it that way.
I didn't hear what you said.
Well, no, that's what we're gonna put on the
yeah.
internet.
Soliciting
Okay.
letters of interest.
You made
I like
this,
that.
Aaron.
Well, it doesn't matter. There's only two of us.
I know. Okay, motion to accept the letters of interest from a person for the unexpired, not the unexpired term, but until the next election for the township trustee that was formerly Carl Garwood. Okay, and it must be in my possession by October the 19th at 5 o'clock p.m. Correct?
Right, Barry?
Yes.
You wanna make that then?
Can you read that again, Pat? It's like I told Kim, it might be easier if we put to solicit letters of interest for the position
Hang on, I can't write that fast. Letters of interest.
for the position of an elected official, Fairfield Township trustee. And then that puts, that's what we're doing.
To solicit letters of interest for the position of an elected official and then dash Fairfield Township trustee.
Yes. And then I think deadline for applying shall be.
Pardon me?
And then deadline for applying
Okay.
shall be.
Okay. You're gonna make that
I'll
motion?
make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Mr. Meyer?
Yes.